Hey, what's up, guys? So I just want to make a quick video about, basically two bullshit fights and one good fight, one pretty good fight. Why am I talking about the bullshit fights? Well, I guess because they involve names that we recognize and how it's all just a bunch of nonsense, but Berto's going to be fighting Soto Coraz, and I guess they're thinking about putting that fight together. And Victor Ortiz, is going to be fighting Alfonso Gomez. Now, there is some connections to these fights. Okay, Alfonso Gomez will forever remain known because he was the guy that basically finished Arturo Gatti. And, Arturo was probably already suffering from some brain problems, which I believe led to him potentially taking his own life. If that is in fact true, just like the football player Junior Seau did from the Chargers. I mean, it's something you'd never think of because they're such warriors, in their sports, and especially with Arturo, it was extra hard for me to accept it, and I still haven't outright accepted it. But I did see some videos of those detectives trying to conduct that private investigation, and I wasn't convinced by what they were saying. I mean, it seems like he could have done it, after a bad evening, and just probably from all those hits to the head, there's that condition that exists now that makes you suicidal. So anyhow, though, I'm getting off on a tangent. Point is that Alfonso Gomez beat Arturo, then took a bunch of fights, and he won some of them and lost most of them. And then so now Victor's gonna, at least Alfonso's got heart, he's kind of tough in there. He is tough in there. He's not very skilled. He's not very fast. But Victor is just, who knows what's going to happen to that kid. He's, I don't know. This is just a bullshit fight. If anybody's dumb enough to get excited after Victor beats him, I don't know. It's just nonsense. And then Berto's going to... Alfonso Gomez beat Soto Coraz. So, now Berto's going to fight Soto Coraz? That's, just silly, too. And if either Ortiz or Berto lose to either of these fighters, man, they're dead and buried. They're done. But anyways, the exciting fight I want to talk about is Matthysee on the undercard of Mayweather. Matthysee against Danny Garcia. Matthysee going to win. Danny Garcia's young, fearless, tough. He's got some power. But Matthysee got more experience. Maybe about the same power, if not even maybe a little more power. And he's going to win this fight. I don't think Danny Garcia has really proven himself yet. But Matthysee has. And he's been robbed a couple times, Matthysee. But it's nice to see that, he's getting this big fight on Mayweather's undercard. And as I said in previous videos, I think it's only a matter of time before they set him up to fight Mayweather. It's got all the makings of a great fight. You got U.S. versus Argentina. And like I said, I think that Matthysee possesses the type of skills that is going to allow you, that he has what it's going to take in order to beat Mayweather. Now, I don't know if those skills that he does have are good enough, but he's kind of unpredictable with his punches, he's very powerful with his punches, and he's got speed. And those three things, as I've said in previous videos, is not the unpredictability, one of the more important aspects, which I just heard Precise Puncher sort of confirm in his video, no way in hell Canelo's beating Mayweather, but and he didn't say that either. But anyhow, it's the unpredictable. I spoke about how in some of the other fights that I've seen Matthysee, how like when he gets his head locked up, kind of brings his arm, almost hyperextends his arm behind his head and lands like a fair punch on his opponent, not behind the head, and a powerful, accurate punch even while he's locked up. I mean, that's pretty how do you say, impressive. And so, you know, I think that fight's coming. I really do. And I think it's going to be a great fight once it happens. But more on that fight when we get closer to that fight. Anyhow, out.